hold on. You see me wrenching on stuff. You don't think I'm a good wrencher? You don't think I'm pretty good at wrenching?
You are.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
That's like.
See, that sucks, man. Because that's like my manhood right there. I'm so bummed out. Nothing's worse than
Sad.
that's my son. My son told me that I suck at. I'm a bad wrencher. Tyler, will you agree? Whatever Marty says, because he's our Ford technician.
Yeah.
That you will agree. You know, you and I know what's going on.
Yeah,
Marty
yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah, right.
All right, Marty. So what was wrong with the car? Welcome to the Bubba Army YouTube channel. Tyler, will you at least acknowledge that what I did to your intake wasn't the issue of your car? Can I have you say that? Because we know now for the fact that that's what it is.
Yeah.
Did the guy tell you that?
I got it.
He doesn't believe it, Bubba. He does not believe it. He is still convinced you screwed his car up.
Did you not hear the text that I read, buddy?
No, I know. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm asking, did the guy say that?
He wants the guy to actually say, Bubba, you did not do this.
No, you
don't believe you.
You want to see my text?
I saw the text.
He still doesn't believe you.
I'm not saying that. I'm just asking, is that what the guy said?
Marty, his name is Marty Heiss.
Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty from Brandon Ford said, hey, Bubba, the battery junction box right next to where the air tank is has a fuse that leads to the body control module that's making an intermittent contact. My shop foreman replaced it. It's running like it should. Give me an hour to have it idle, then I'll test drive it and make sure that it doesn't cut out. You'll be good to go at this point. I don't make this stuff. You think I'm sending myself text?
He says he knows that's what the text says. What I think what Tyler's saying is it doesn't actually say, "Hey, Bubba, when you messed around with the wires and stuff, it didn't short out the battery junction box." That's what Tyler's saying.
Now we're going
That's what he wants, Bubba.
Yeah.
that we're going. Okay, so Tyler, when we go, because you're going there with me today.
Yeah.
If I have Marty, the service manager who we're reporting to,
One of the rockers.
and Jannetty, and
Right.
I'm gonna say to him, Marty, did me taking off the intake, throwing it over the fence because I didn't think I needed it, then realizing that I had the wrong intake and have to put the stock one back on and plug all the things I did any of that have anything to do with this module that went bad? And if he says, no, nothing that you did caused that issue.
Yeah, then you'll give him a $10 bill and say thank you.
Then what? Then will you finally admit that what I did didn't cause your issue and I'm a pretty damn good mechanic?
I'll let you get a tombstone.
There you go. And admit that he's a good mechanic.
Admit that I'm a good mechanic. That's what you got to say.
He said
He ain't saying it, dude.
he'll get you a tomb. He'll let you get a tombstone.
Wow, he's not going to say you're a
He's
good
not
mechanic,
saying it,
Bubba?
dude.
Hold on. You see me wrenching on stuff. You don't think I'm a good wrencher? You don't think I'm pretty good at wrenching?
You are?
Oh, dude. That's like.
See, that sucks, man. Because that's like my manhood right there.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that I would have ever, like, if my dad said, so you think I'm a good, first of all, I couldn't even lie because my dad was a real good wrencher.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't have been a lie for me to.
But if you had to lie, you would have lied.
Can you imagine if little Danny told Dr. Danny wasn't a good surgeon?
If my dad, well, I'm not a mechanic by trade, but if my dad wasn't a real good wrencher, but I saw him out there trying to, work on stuff and work on my stuff, but I knew he kind of maybe sometimes messed some things up. I'd still say, like, Dad, you're a good wrencher. You're a hell of a wrencher.
You're the best, Daddy.
I just said you were?
No,
No, at all.
No, not at all. Making me feel God,
I don't like you anymore.
Bubba, I let you wrench on my truck.
I kind of got a little heat with you, kid. Like, I bust my ass for you.
You can do my Ferrari.
I mean, you don't even understand how hard I work for you, buddy. I bought that track for you.
I heard he's trying to move out.
All the things I've done for you, and you're gonna
looking at apartments.
You're gonna question my wrenching skills.
Tree a bill, 1,000 bits. Dr. Dan's gonna let him work on his $200,000 car.
You know that. You know those three.
200,000 of them. You're
Tyler.
way short, buddy.
Tyler, you know those three.
Try times 2.5.
Those three national USAC quarter midget championships, right? The three national ones that you have. Who did all the wrenching?
You.
Okay, well,
yeah, but
just said
Daddy,
you were.
but
E&B
Daddy,
for
those trophies
56,000
make
bits.
it. Those trophies make it so I can't open my window now. Thanks.
Yeah, Daddy, if you wouldn't have been such a good racer, I wouldn't have won as many races, and I wouldn't have as many
I
trophies.
could open my window up.
I mean, I remember the days where your dad was like cutting tires and stuff every afternoon.
Yeah,
and,
he never. I mean, you don't give me any of that credit.
Bubba was so busy wrenching your car, he couldn't even go in to use the bathroom. He had to pee into a jug in the, in the garage.
I mean, I've been my last couple relationships. Not that I didn't make obvious mistakes, but and cause them to not like me. But one thing that gets thrown back in my face a lot of times when I dated, when I was married and then with Nikki, was that
you are right there.
Is that you don't care about the family, you only care about Tyler's racing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't do anything else for the family.
I even heard
you don't
that.
take the family on vacation. You don't do anything for like the only thing, every weekend you're flying to a different part of the country to support your kids racing. So like Tyler doesn't even realize that half my life has been destroyed.
We can't even join the Mile High Club because you're busy going to racetracks.
I had my own plane that I couldn't even have sex with my wife and say I was part of the Mile High Club because I owned my own plane because I had my kid back there and we were going to Charlotte to race for the weekend.
Right.
The sacrifices you had to make.
And he's going to tell me I'm not a very good wrench?
Yeah, you can't wrench on his car
hurtful.
anymore, Bubba.
Wow.
Unappreciative.
Wrench on this.
This is like This is like
even Anna can use 2 wrenches at once.
Yeah.
This is like
so good at it.
Cats in the cradle kind of deal.
Oh no.
I'm a mechanic.
I'm so bummed out. Nothing's worse than
sad.
That's my son. My son told me that I suck at. I'm a bad wrencher.
Yeah.
Hey, Bubba, will you teach?
I'll show you a trick or two.
Teach little Wilbur how to wrench?
Oh.
I'll let you teach him how to wrench.
You mean a little boy that will grow up to be a man and be appreciative?
Yeah.
That kid's gonna be like 7 feet tall. He's so tall already.
Not a little boy that grew up to a man and told his dad.
Kick rocks.
Right before when he became a man and time to leave.
Right before he moved out.
Right before he moved out.
Cats in the cradle and
right,
the silver spoon.
Right before he moved out.
And the man in the moon.
I think didn't Manson sing a song?
Yes, he did.
And it was such a shoot that it was uncomfortable.
It was about cops. Where you said, "Do you want to come watch cops?"
Yes.
What?
Years ago, when Tyler was like 13 or 14, when he was a little kid, like 7 and 8, 9, we would watch Cops.
Your 2 shows was Cops and Cheaters. Way back
there
then.
you go.
Well,
Thanks.
I mean, it was.
Well, so anyway, Tyler and I would watch Cops. Like, he was like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, let's watch Cops. Because he was like bad guys getting thrown on the ground. And,
it's a good show.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they'd be like, hookers in Vegas. And I'd be like, man, look at those chicks, Tyler. Just being a cool dad. We watch Cops. Well, then, like, he was like 13, 14, kind of, starting to be a teenager where your dad isn't so cool anymore. And one time I went to his room. I'm like, it's just me and him. Hey, you want to watch Cops, buddy? No, Dad, I'm really not into Cops anymore. Really? Yeah. Cops is kind of stupid, Dad.
Womp womp.
So I told Manson that, and he wrote a song, and it's a shoot.
Yeah.
It's a shoot. Like is that it right there?
No, but it's just Cats in the Cradle. I thought you wanted to play it, maybe.
Oh yeah, no. Maybe if we can find the Manson one.
Oh.
I mean, it's so stiff and it's such a shoot, and you know what? It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like the reason why it's such a shoot is because I'm living that. I mean, like the song's completely nailing exactly what's happening.
Oh no.
Let me go into words. We still haven't got closure on Dad's.
We need to hurry up
We've
and do
been
that.
teasing it for 4 segments.
Yeah, you've been teasing Dan's.
Somebody get off
wiener.
my cursor. I know you're looking for it. Get off my cursor for a second so I can fire. Then you guys can get my cursor back.
Okay.
And try to find.
Then Dan's penis.
Manson's Cats in the Cradles. I think it's called Isn't it called Fat in the Ankles?
Yeah.
Fat in the ankles.
It's pretty damn good. All right, so we're here at Brandon Ford. And of course, this is the world. I think they're the #1 volume Ford dealer. Marty, what's the official? You're like the #1 volume truck and Ford dealership in America.
2020's #1 Ford dealership in America.
Yeah. So this is Marty. Now, Marty, will you explain to everybody that I haven't known you for 10 years and
just met you yesterday.
In fact, the only time I've ever met you is when I brought this car to you. So I don't have you paid off or nothing like that. Tyler, will you agree but whatever Marty says, because he's our Ford technician,
Yeah.
that you will agree. You know, you and I know what's going on.
Yeah,
Marty
yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah, right.
All right, Marty. So what was wrong with the car?
All right, so in the smart junction box, which is what you were replacing, what you had said was the cold air intake right over here.
I replaced all this.
Yeah.
It tore it out, and then realized I had the wrong system and had to put this back in.
Behind 3 sets of plastic back here is a smart junction box, and inside is this fuse, which goes to the body control module.
I mean, 3 panels past
3
that.
panels past that, so you had nothing to do with that.
What's that again? I'm sorry.
You had nothing to do with it.